I'd like to take this time to shout out our supporters at Liberty Bullion, the best gold, silver and platinum traders in Melbourne, even Australia. If you want to give them a call, their knowledge, their customer service is second to none. Back to the show.
All right, welcome everybody here today on this beautiful sunny Saturday afternoon. And for all those people here and everywhere around me watching at home, I hope you're tuning in to come along with this book launch with us today. My name is Kev Howlett and I am the owner and head honcho here at Busybird Publishing. Most of you here who can see it, it's not very big, it's very small, so we are very hands-on. We like to deal with our clients very personally, so I like the fact that when an author walks in and they're a bit nervous and stuff, we actually get them through the journey and they become part of the creative family and part of the friends here at Busybird. And Jay is definitely one of those. I was just reading the front of his book and it basically says he is known for his contagious energy, and that is something you would have to say would be on the top 3 list of things if you had to talk about when you first met him, what would stand out. So as a publisher, I have to say working with him has been an absolute delight. He knows what he wanted. We get a lot of clients who come in here who don't, so they let the decisions by us. But Jay came in, he knew exactly how it was supposed to be laid out. He knew what the cover was going to be, and it was awesome for us to just be able to make his dream come alive. And I can't speak highly enough of the look and the feel of the book. It's exactly how he had it. I remember talking about it early on in the process and looking at it now, and it's pretty close to what he was talking about. So I'm not going to talk too much about the book. I know it's a love passion piece for him, and he has meanings and the reasons why he did it. So I'll let other people talk about that. So I'd like to invite the official launcher, his daughter Sahara, to come up here, and she'll tell you a little bit more about the why of the book. So Sahara, yeah.
Hi to everyone. I'm Jay's daughter. I'm really proud to introduce him today. He's put a lot of effort and time into this book, and like it was said, it's a real passion piece for him, and it's really inspiring to see from start to finish. And it's finished, and you should buy it. And I think I'm the best person to do this because I'm his #1 fan. I have him on my t-shirt right now. And let's get him on the stage.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to come over here, Batman, because you have to come over here because that's it. So, as you can see, I've got my security here. Thanks very much, everyone on the stage. So, as you can see, I've got my security here. But #1, this is the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done in my life. Everyone who knows me thinks I'm crazy. I think I got contagious energy and everything. But this book here is basically about the life that you really don't know about me. I mean, I'll come out with this facade. It's not really a facade or anything. It's just covering up what the true person is. And as you can see from the 2 cameras and all that stuff. So it's one of those things I even said today when I was driving here with my partner Jaylee, and I just said, this is the scariest bloody thing I've ever done in my life, because it's actually exposing who I am. And you probably see #1, as I said, if you read the book #1, that you've got my name, my real name, as you can see there. I don't use it at all. And the goat's walked in. Look out! The goat. Michael Lewis, everyone. Michael Lewis, the goat. Okay. Anyway, always. But anyway, so the first thing is, yes, I do use this name. It's not a J. It's just who I am. I was given the birth name Steve, but it's obviously changed, so I've changed and used that. And it's very, very nerve-wracking with what I'm doing, and I'm probably going to be talking and have marbles in my mouth, but it's just the way it is. Look, this book here has been 5 years in the making, and I think that when I first started it, it was a friend of mine, very close friend of mine, Cortez Medford in England, my brother in England, my brother from another mother, he knows, he'll always sit there and go, I love you, brother. The C-man, he knows what I'm going to say, the man of you know what, he knows what it is. But he said to me, you've written 50 chapters, I was doing it over COVID. And it was basically why I wrote it was because I wanted to express what the pain that I was going through at the time. And he just said, you got 50 chapters, I've read it, get it into a book. And that's pretty much how it came about. The whole book is about the life and times when I actually fell over into the dark side. I had 5 years, it's up to 5 years now that I've come out, I guess, from having a really bad experience. It was basically having, I guess we'll call it a mental breakdown, let's put it that way. And from there, it sort of changed my life because I didn't know where I was going. I had no idea. But the growth I've had in the last couple of years, especially, is actually working out exactly the kind of person I am and the kind of person that I want to be in the future and the kind of person that I want to be a role model to my daughter Sahara and obviously the people that I know, and everyone who knows me knows what it's all about. I've been many characters, but that's the characters for me has been hiding my true self. It's not that I've been hiding and being a false person. Anyone who knows me knows, everyone knows me, I'm a crazy person, have a look who I've got standing next to me. Okay, apparently I'm Dick Grayson. Anyway, but you try to live the life the best you can. But at the end of the day, for me, this book is just something that I've written, and it was the thoughts that I was going through my head when I was having a really bad time. I do apologise for the people who are watching. It's probably my friend, Chilean, Diego. You watch it, Brandon Lee. See, look, Brandon, I got Batman. Anyway, this is just where it is. Anyway, so I've written this book. It's got 50 chapters with basically poetry. So it's something that writing was huge for me. And I wrote a lot about my challenges in life. And the challenges were basically, there's absolutely people might think there's no sense to the book, but what it is, if you look at the dates and you look at the times, it's actually the day I had the thought and I wrote it down in poetry. And that's what it is. And I don't write paragraphs, I just write what was coming out. And sometimes it makes sense, but what it is, it's a deeper thought process for what I'm actually going through. So it's not just read it, it makes no sense. If you read the whole book and see what the whole point of it is I was actually expressing how I was feeling. And I was getting everything out. I was feeling that I was going, I don't know where I'm going, don't know what I'm going to do, what's happening. I had no clue. But at the end of the day, all I knew is I had to talk about who I am and what kind of person I am and what kind of person I wanted to be. Even though we're all our own teachers and we've got our own lessons and messages, it's actually grown to me where I've got to a point where I've actually exposing myself right here, not literally, because sometimes they know what. Yeah, hang on, I'll talk about. We've got a couple of privileged guests here, and they're sitting there going, "I know this bloke, he's shocking," but it's more about bringing laughter to people as they are now, and bringing happiness, and that's the way it is. I've got some great people here who have supported me, and I know there's a lot of people out here who couldn't be here live, but I know that's why I set up a live stream. Hello, Diego. And Elio will be there in about 2 hours. So, now, the book is full of, I guess, memories, lessons, thoughts, and I guess it was a lot of stuff that came to me when I was in a bad time. And I think a lot of people have that, and they give you a lot of lessons. Even when I read it now, I have lessons about how I'm going to be a better person. And that's what the whole book's about. So you look at it and go, you assess your life and go, where are you at? What are you doing? What are you feeding your mind? And that's what happened with me, and who are the kind of people that I'm hanging around with. It's all about your energy and vibration and the frequency you live at. And some of the things that it came out was the kind of people I was living with, or who I was hanging around with at the time. It was a lower vibration. It was enhancing the way I was feeling. The funny thing was, when you get around great people in the state that you're in, they will bring you up. It's like, for example, say birthdays, for example. You have a great day on the birthday, then you go back to your real life. That's what happened to me. And then I had to actually assess what happened when I was younger and all these kind of things. And that's when it started to really come out and say, rightio, you've got some inner issues, I guess, that you have to really work out. And the main thing was for me, and I have to give Russell Brand a bit of a heads up here, it was always a word, one or two words that will describe it. And my one was value and scarcity. Scarcity meaning not having enough, not being enough, and value is actually valuing yourself. But the people that I've been around, I had a great job as a teacher in a school in Craigieburn. Mate, well, that was a time of my life, I'll tell you. We've got a guy sitting here I work with, and I'll give you a quick, this is how much fun we used to have. And this is what it's all about, vibration and fun. We've got this guy on a trolley, and he was going, oh, this is going to be great. And suddenly he fell off in front of all the children. We had an absolute ball. We were laughing our heads off. Remember that? Yeah, he remembers. His name's the goat. Anyway, but why I mention that is the impact you have on others. I work with this guy. Don't tell anyone. But I work with this bloke. We have the time of our lives. And it's all about this. And this is where I've come from being at a point where I was giving. And I don't mind giving to other people. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind it. But I wasn't giving to myself. And this is what it's all about with the book that was coming in. I read the book every day. I'll read a chapter every day. And I go, hang on, that's where I was. And it was just one of those things where I just said to myself, where am I going to go in this life? And that's why I ask people. And that's why now, as I call myself a life strategist now, I've got branded by one of JT Fox's, well, he's my coach, one of his people. He just said, this is what you do. I know we talked about it. We put it all together. And one of his offsiders, Katie Kay, said, no, what you've gone through, you're a life strategist. So that's what I try to help people through. Be a person that's trusted. And I had to actually value myself. And this is what people have to do. It's like doing your own self-audit. You audit yourself and say, right, what am I doing? What kind of good qualities I have? But what am I doing to hinder myself? As I said, this is the most uncomfortable thing I'm doing right now, even though I've got, don't tell anyone, but I sort of team up with him, Bat Poles, Holy Batman. Anyway, but working with these people has been fantastic. I just want to do a big shout out too, number one, just because what I usually do, because I do now claim I'm the best promo man and the best hype man in Australia. So if you want me, there you go, come and get me. I'll make you look fantastic, trust me. Busybird Publishing, I can't speak more highly of these people. I mean, I know I was probably an absolute pain in the neck, a pain in the arse. I know there's a talk way I talk, right? So, but these guys here, I can't speak more highly. So if you want to get your book published, mate, Busybird Publishing, don't go anywhere else. Simple as that. All right. I've got my editor. I want him to come up. Mr. Simons, can you come up, mate? Please.
Thanks for the warning.
Come on, mate. Just want
Thanks for letting me know this is going to happen.
No, it's all right. It's nice. This man here, you go. You get to see next to Batman. How's that?
Yeah, that's exciting.
Now, so this man here, one of the best editors in Australia, and what a wonderful individual he is. I work with him and I talked to him about the book, and there was nothing that I can say that how good he was during the process. So
Thanks,
I just want to get you up here and say thank you for all your work.
Oh, it was a genuine pleasure. Thanks.
Yes.
It was really, I learned a lot, and it was great working with it, developing it with you. It was a really, really satisfying, wonderful experience working with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So if you ever want an editor, Peter, where do we find you?
petersimons.org.
petersimons.org. As I said to you,
That's with a Y, S-Y-M-O-N-S.
that's it.
Like the way I'm
Simons.
spelling it.
Yeah, not S-I.
No, definitely, and not Simmons. I will I will hurt you if you say Simmons. So it's Simons.
Simons, and don't put hashtag Spider-Man or anything like that.
Let's not start.
No, we won't.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much, mate. Good on you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. You better make sure you get past Batman. But
Jesus.
no, I just wanted to say also, I got Busybird Publishing. We had Mr. Simons, but also a couple of supporters. I know he's watching. Greg Riley, my other coach, who got me out when I was down. This man came and he basically said, "Mate, you're worth more than anything." And I've spoken to him recently, and I'm telling him some of the projects I'm doing, and all he said was, "Well done." So Greg Riley from 5 Dimensions, thank you so much. You and Michael McNair, you're in this book. You're in this book for a reason, because you helped me through. And this is the kind of people that you have to surround yourself with, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? If you're in a bad spot, mate, find someone and they'll help you out. Also, Deirdre James, my mentor, she's the one who got me onto Greg Riley. She's not here. She's wrist problem. Okay, she's busted her wrist. She couldn't be here today. Deirdre, I love you to death. Thank you for all the chats. And if it wasn't for you as well, this book wouldn't be around. I can tell you that right now. So thank you so much. And she's mentored me through times where I didn't know where I was going. I had no idea where I was going. This is like a journey where I say to myself, I've walked in someone else's shoes in some way, but it's like you do yourself when you walk around. You change your shoes, you find yourself, you find new people, and you find what's really inside you. The other thing I want to give a big shout out to is Liberty Bullion as supporters. I mean, I can't believe I'm getting supported by a bullion company. Sam, thank you so much, mate, for your support with Journey of a Whitefeather. I asked you guys, absolutely, you'll come on the podcast, which I'll talk about later. Also, Tim from Beat the Reset, mate, I know you're watching. You're a legend. Thank you. We'll be with you very shortly. Also, the big fella, my friend York's over here, mate. You're here. I love you, mate. Thank you. Mate, you and me have some chats. I mention these people, ladies and gentlemen, because they make me feel better. So remember the people you go around. Doesn't matter who it is, it makes you feel better. Nash, so-called son-in-law, everyone tells him. Diego, I'm watching you, Diego. He tells me son-in-law. Now I talk like Diego. Diego looks like Brandon Lee. Anyway, had to say that. This is just what I do. But thank you, my friend, and my daughter. Love you to death, you know that. And my beautiful partner, Jay Lee. Thank you for all your support. You've heard all the ups and downs from it, even bringing the food in. It was all that. But enough of that. We went with everyone that's helped me. But it's been a massive change. Podcast. I can't believe I'm doing podcast. I was interviewing Bruce Buffer the other day from the UFC. I can't believe I'm doing so. I've got a platform there. It's really funny when you actually take a chance on yourself that these things happen. That's what you've got to do, ladies and gentlemen. Take a chance on yourself. Find people that have been through the journey. And that's what I do with a lot of people around the world now. I've interviewed 53, 54 people on my podcast, and they've all got a journey and a story. We've created a connection. People, Canada, Nigeria, England, and they've all got a story to tell. And I've learned something from them. So being a mentor now with others has been a wonderful thing. One more thing I wanted to say, and as I said, this is absolutely unscripted. And as I said, I keep saying it's the most uncomfortable bloody thing I'm doing right now. But actually standing out in front of, sorry, I've been talking. Sorry, Diego. Looking at someone as me and not having a veil, it's the hardest thing you'll ever do. So I encourage you to do that as much as you can. All right, you can hire Batman here. What are we doing? What, $300 an hour, is it? Yeah, $300 an hour will be right, and we might give you a discount if you hashtag Melbourne Dynamic Duo. Anyway, I just wanted to say in the book there's so many people. I can read them out now. I could read them out now. They know who they are. Everyone in this book has done something for me. And that's why I put your name in the book. There's not like certain other individuals who just I won't get political anyway. But for me, anyone who has helped me in my life is in this book here, has made a significant contribution. And my wrestling family, Hunter, Glenn Balliana, you know who you are, Robbie Matrix, the rest, Big Calla, Ox. We've got an author here by the name of Mr. Konchevsky, Psycho Kid Thunder. All you guys, your life, we know when Lush passed away, God bless him, he's up there now probably watching me going, good on you mate, because he's the one who told me. So I go off a bit of a tangent, guys, but friend of mine, Screaming Lord Lush, God bless him, he's up there now. He told me one day, don't give up on what you're doing. Do not give it up. And I was looking for someone, I didn't know where I was. Before he passed on, he said to me on one of the chats, we had a chat and he goes, don't you ever give up on what you're doing, you've got something, I've never forgotten that, mate. You're up there probably watching me going. And also my tag team partner, everyone knows I was a wrestler, pro wrestler, IWA heavyweight champion, here we go. My friend, my very close friend, Firestarter, Nectarios, he passed away about 6 years ago. And again, it was one of those things where we had a tag team called the Villains. We'll leave it at that. Anyway, with my other mate Julian James, we had a great trio and we had fun. But they taught that it just brought out that vibration, ladies and gentlemen. And I wanted to say those two guys especially because they were part of the wrestling family that I had. And it was a great time in my life that I learned so much. And I know that all of you out there who have a family in some sort, you find, and even now, I can run off Scarecrow, I can run off, you're watching Scarecrow, Mark Morris, my mate Dementor. I run off all these people because they've made a change in my life. It's been wonderful, even everyone here today. My friend, he's asked me to say it. We have laughter is such a big thing for me, especially knowing what kind of people you have. Bruce McPhee, you know who you are. Come on, Ian. We're waiting for Wayne. We're going to have to go meet Ian one day. He knows. Only me and him know what the joke is. But as I said, it's all about relationships. And you're in this book, ladies and gentlemen. If I've messaged you, you're in this book. And I'm just rambling now. I've got people in the music scene now. I've got my beautiful friend Yorgs over here. Got Justin and Rhett over in South Australia. Richard, Trev, mate, I love you, mate. If it wasn't Batman and Robin, you and me were Batman and Robin, I think. He's running around Australia, so big shout out. I shout out all my friends because without these people in my life, I wouldn't be doing this. All I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, to finish with, before I read a chapter, is always back yourself in. If you don't back yourself in, make sure you get around the right people. Get around the right people. If they're not vibing with you, do an audit. Get rid of them. Not in a bad way. Always show stoic respect. Just step away. Because in this day and age, the ego takes over. And of course, a lot of people have issues with the ego and people don't know when to stop. Best thing you can do, ladies and gentlemen, it's not vibing with you. Get rid of it. Step back and always value yourself. I always say that. Everyone says it over here. I'm not trying to be a guru or anything. But at the end of the day, you've got to make sure you value yourself and you will bring great things. It's not about money. It's not about prestige. It's not about being a movie star or anything. If you want to be a movie star, good on you. But it's okay. But main thing is for everybody to get the best out of their life. Do an audit, get rid of people if you need to, or get rid of things within yourself. If you don't know how to, there are ways to do that. Writing, routines, organisation. It's in the book. Hint, hint. I'm very bad. I'm a self promoter. Diamond Dallas Page. Thanks very much for all your help with that. He helps. But talking to him when I did talk to him. make sure you just jump on. If you want to jump on Journey of a Whitefeather, and I'm happy to help with everybody. So I'll give you a chapter. As I said, people look at me now and go, God, you're never this nervous, because you're seeing the real me, as Blackie Lawless would say. Can you see the real me? I got to meet the great man last year, which was amazing. And I'm just going to read what he said first. Actually, my partner Jaylee and I went over to meet Blackie Lawless from Wasp. Everyone knows I'm the Wasp man. So, hello everyone. Page 5 or 6 of the book says, when I met Blackie, one of the most intelligent men I've ever met, and his words of wisdom to me, as I was dressed as him in leopard print and a cut shirt. The process of discovery is painful, because to do it right, to be authentic, you will have to go to places you don't want to go. And it absolutely made sense. At the vibration and mindset that I've got now, I take as much as I can in, because I do value myself more. And I'm going to give a big shout out to my so-called friends, big friends at the Hitman Bar in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. They know me as a Steve Irwin impersonator, the crocodiles and kangaroos and all that. So they know who I am, and I went there 4 or 5 times looking for Brett, of course, and I got to meet Bret Hart. And he always says, be the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. That's what you should be doing every day. Okay, we'll just read one chapter, and then we'll move on to some food and have a chat. And guys, the most important thing is make sure you get the best out of your life. If you need anything, whitewarriorhealth@gmail.com. Self-promoter extraordinaire. Just give us a call. Happy to help out. The way the book is written is you've got the chapter, you've got when it was written, and I've also got a little message at the top. Alright, so I'm going to read chapter 9, and they're only like 2 pages, ladies and gentlemen. They're not that big, but less is more for me. Okay, so chapter 9 was published 2nd of October 2021. The storm in your mind, the fight that is needless. We stand, loving life. We hurt, we crawl. Defensive about the world. People saying, you did this, you did that. It's hurting me. The pain only I can feel. We are either a victim or a subconscious demon that raises his head from the depths. The voices say to me, you hurt me. I feel like this. You contributed, you'll pay. Acknowledge this is the first step to a better life. 2 parties, 3 parties, the ego flying. Must be loving the self-destruction. I'm learning trauma, held inside, enhancing battles, tailspin, a tornado, the real people that hurt you, walk away. They say become stronger. Don't let that hurt you. Easier said, no one knows. The scars, people leave in pain. We react, we adore, we are hit hard. The person overtaking the soul, your greatest battle. It takes an angel to withstand that, and a warrior to stand up again. Each hit I take longer to rise, to forgive, not to forget. But not let in, to control each minute, each second, your fears come forth. You scream inside. Your chest sinks, your eyes tell a story of battle. I've held in, not let go, I explode. It takes over, where to escape, the closest people. You hope will assist and forgive. Others, the enemies that hurt you, knowing your struggles, knowing your heart is bleeding, your spirit cracked deep down, the warrior is dead. Just being responsible, saying sorry should be enough, and it's not. Am I wrong because I didn't get sorry? Truly, from those who strangled my soul, now if I can move on as I dive. This is a long one. I picked the longest one. As you can see, this is totally random. I will be positive, honest, and not let this hinder me. Silence, acceptance, turn the back on to those people. Will I save me? Change my scene. The passengers, People I meet will help like they did before. Right on. Thanks for listening. So, some of those words and some of those verses actually is exactly what I was feeling at the time. I did not rehearse that. I just wrote it as a what. And obviously Mr. Simons fixed up my grammar because, you know, I'm not an English teacher. Hopeless I am. Isn't that right? Just say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. So, but it's about the raw emotion, ladies and gentlemen, and that's all I wanted to get past today is if you be truthful, you be yourself, and be honest, the real people will come to you. And hopefully you'll get something from there today. But we're going to go and have some food and sit down and probably work out where Dick Grayson is and try to go and save the world from humanity. True?
Absolutely.
So he's got to do... So where's the Batwing? Did you bring the Batwing or bring the Batmobile?
On the roof.
On the roof. I don't know where the cost are. There's no bat poles here, so I can't change. Anyway, don't tell anyone I'm Robin. Okay, so look, I'm a joker. I just have fun, ladies and gentlemen. If you know you're around, I know I've got contagious energy, some unique flair. Basically, I'm a nutter, let's be honest. But at the end of the day, here, for the first time in my life after 50 and a half years being honest to all you, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for everything you've even taken the time to sit down and watch this. Because I've probably been rambling on. But anyway, it's the way it is. To get Journey of a Whitefeather, if you want to jump on whitewarriorhealth@gmail.com. You can jump on there, or you can jump on Amazon, type in Journey of a Whitefeather. There is another book which I've written, an ebook, flash sale, hint, hint, flash sale. Okay, 15 reasons or 15 lessons I learned when I woke up. If you want to grab this one, you can grab that one as well. Flash sale for about 2 or 3 weeks. That one's got the 15 lessons that I learned that I find that were the best things that I can give to you. So, thank you so much. Thank you, Busybird. Thank you for everyone that coming. Most uncomfortable part of my life, but we're here and we got through it. And you guys have a great day and a great life. If you need anything, whitewarriorhealth@gmail.com. Jump on, and looking forward to helping everyone in the world and have a great life. Oh, and hang on, one more thing. Bret Hart will kill me. Always be the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Take care, guys. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is, if you want to speak to Batman, he's highs for $300 an hour. If you want his sidekick, I don't know where the sidekick is, but you know he could probably come for another 100. So 400, he'll be fine. We'll come and look after you against humanity. Thanks very much.